step out of the UK and the door may slam shut behind you. Yes, you heard that right. Leave the UK under certain conditions and you could be banned from coming back for years. So in today's video, we are exposing the real travel twists that most people don't know about. So buckle up, okay? Hey everyone, welcome back to Travel and Explore with Follow. And what if I told you that living the UK is not always a no problem? That in some cases, walking out your front door could mean a forced exit and even a ban to re-entry. Sounds crazy, but it's real. And today we are getting into the shocking truth. If you have ever thought immigration rules only matter for entering the UK, think again. We are talking about re-entry bans, penalties that can last 1, 2, 5, even 10 years. These are not rumors, they are enforced rules under UK law. We'll break down when each applies, what triggers them, and how to avoid them. Plus, stick around at the end for tips on what to do if you think you might be affected. Ready? Let's go. What's a re-entry ban? Re-entry ban is a legal block placed by the UK Home Office preventing someone from entering the UK for a set period, even if they hold a visa. These bans are issued when someone breaches immigration rules such as overstaying or being removed. And here is how they work generally. 1 year ban applies to those who leave voluntarily at their own expense after overstaying or violating conditions. Typically, if the overstay exceeds 30 days. 2 year ban is for those who leave voluntarily but at the UK government's expense. For example, via an assisted voluntary return (AVR) program, usually leaving within 6 months after a removal notice. Then 5 year ban applies if someone leaves with government help after the 6-month window following a removal notice or appeal. Then 10 year ban is the most severe, given to those who are forcibly removed or deported or who have used deception in immigration applications. So how long are the bans and why they matter? So let's walk through a hypothetical cases. For example, Alex overstayed 2 months, then leaves voluntarily at own cost. 1 year ban. Jamie uses AVR, leaves within 6 months. 2 year ban. Morgan delays leaving beyond 6 months but still leaves voluntarily. 5 year ban. Pat is deported after being convicted of immigration fraud. 10 year ban. These bans are serious even if you have a valid visa. Immigration officers can and will refuse entry. If you try re-entry within the ban period, your visa application is invalid. This is not hearsay, it's mandatory under UK immigration law. The purpose is seen as a deterrent. Don't overstay, don't break the rules, or face long-term consequences. Now let's look at the real-world scenario. Human impact. Let's add some realities. Scenario 1 is overstay or leave. Maria overstayed her student visa by 6 weeks. She realizes her mistake, buy her own ticket and leaves. Despite doing the right thing by departing voluntarily, she is now banned from re-entering the UK for a year. That means no reunion with family, no new job, and zero recourse until after 365 days. Scenario 2 is government assisted departure. Ahmed is undocumented, applies for help and leaves via AVR within 5 months of removal notice. He gets a 2 year ban, double the time just because the government assisted his departure. Then scenario 3 is delayed departure. Lucia, drag out her appeal process. She leaves after 9 months with government assistance. That's a 5 year ban. She can't even apply for entry clearance in the meantime. Then scenario 4 is forced deportation. Tanaka is found illicitly working and is deported. that deportation triggers a 10-year ban, 10 years without seeing friends, family, or finishing unfinished dreams. These rules are real and unforgiving, often catching people by surprise, especially those who assume voluntary exit means no consequences. Now let's look at the exceptions and nuances. Before you panic, there are few exceptions. If someone was under 18 at the time of the breach, the ban might not apply. If you left voluntarily at your own cost and apply as a family member under Appendix FM, that can also be exempt. Legal complexity makes appeal or legal advice highly recommended, especially for longer bans. And yes, if you previously had indefinite leave to remain (ILR), leaving the UK for more than 2 continuous years could also affect your status, but that's a different policy under returning resident rule. Then how to avoid or handle a re-entry ban? Here's what you can do. Don't overstay. Keep track of your visa dates. If you need to leave after a breach, try to exit at your own expense promptly to limit the ban to 1 year. Then avoid delays. Respond to removal notice quickly. Delaying can escalate the ban from 2 to 5 years. Always seek legal advice, especially if facing forced removal of bans over 1 year. If it's a 5-year or 10-year ban, start planning now. Appeal records exceptional circumstances can sometimes help reduce the ban, but only with expert guidance. So here's the takeaway. Leaving the UK is not always the end of the story, and in many cases your way back may be closed for years. But knowing the rules gives you power whether you are a student, a worker, or simply visiting. Stay informed, protect your future travels. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more real-life immigration breakdowns. Share with anyone thinking of leaving the UK or coming back. Drop your experience or questions below. I'll do my best to clarify, okay? Stay safe, stay smart, and until next time, travel wisely. Bye.